Heading to the parks and worry that your makeup's gonna melt off? Keep watching and I'll show you exactly how to avoid those scenarios. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, aka SwishWilly, and if you're new here, welcome. I make Disney videos. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified each time I make a new video. For today's video, I'm going to do my very first makeup tutorial. I am by no means a beauty guru, so please bear with me. But today I'm going to show you how I do my sweat-proof look for the Disney parks. For park makeup, I don't really put too many products on my face, but what I do, I swear by. I'm going to try my best to do my makeup in the camera itself. However, I may have to go to a mirror eventually because I've never done this, so here we go. Whenever I do my everyday makeup routine, I typically will use a primer. Today I'm not using a primer because I'm doing my park makeup, and instead of using foundation, I just use a tinted sunscreen. We'll get to that. I always start with my eyebrows for every makeup routine I do. I did do these ones off camera because I feel like if you're trying to learn how to do your eyebrows, this probably isn't the video you're going to be watching. As this can be time consuming, I did decide to skip it. I will tell you what products I use though. For my eyebrows, I swear by the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I get shade medium brown and this retails for $24. While it does sound like it could be on the pricier side, it lasts forever. To go with the dip brow, I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. Has a spoolie end on this side and an angled brush on this side. This also retails for $24. So after I do my eyebrows, the next thing I do is I go in with my concealer. Because as you can see, I have quite a few spots, and this one's new this morning, so that's cute. The concealer I'm using right now is the Sephora brand Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer in the color Custard number 7. This concealer currently retails at $19. Again, I don't use a lot of concealer when I go in for park makeup, however, it needs it this time. So as you can see, it does have an angled brush to it. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Perfect. A slight angle to it. And it's good for just spot treatments like this. Pretty good. To blend this in, I go in with a flat foundation brush. I'm sure lots of beauty gurus are probably like, what? And this isn't the most expensive brush. I just picked this one up at the pharmacy. No Sephora needed. So with this, I just pat it. Just pat. Good. Now we're gonna go in with that tinted sunscreen that I mentioned to you, and it's the First Aid Beauty Mineral SPF 30. Sorry, it's the weightless liquid mineral SPF 30. Depending on how you're looking at it, this might be expensive for you. It's $45, which in hindsight, when you're like, it's a sunscreen, it does sound a little expensive, but because I'm actually putting this as a replacement for my foundation, I can kind of justify it because I'd be spending quite a bit on my foundation anyway. So what I do for this one is I just put a little bit on my fingers. And as you can see, that's the color. It does only come in one color. However, I do know several people that use this and we're all different skin tones, and it tends to blend easy on everyone. And I just use my fingers. Go in here. And you want to be fairly liberal with it because again, it is a sunscreen and you don't want to burn. Okay. And then where you put the concealers, I tend to also pat that. Don't want it to pull any of the concealer off as well. And then just bring it down my neck. And then I take any excess that's on my fingers and I just put that on my ears. Even though I typically try to wear my hair down at the parks, it can definitely go up pretty easy. That's my sweat-proof concealer and foundation routine. So next let's go into the eyes. For the eyes, I always use my tried and true favorite makeup palette ever created, and that's the Kylie Cosmetics Bronze Palette. As you can see, I dropped it and the black fell out, so. This palette retails for $42 US. So the first color I go in with is this orangey color called Citrine. It's the one right in the middle. I just go in with a medium shadow brush. So put some product, tap, because that's what beauty gurus do. And then I just go and cover my lid like so. And just kind of pat it in. The nice thing with these colors is they're pigmented enough that you're not like, oh, there's nothing on my eye. They're also buildable, so it makes it for a really easy application. I never feel like I have too much on, and I never feel like I have too little. Let's speed this up. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put a bit more here, and I always, because my eyes are hooded, I have to extend it over my natural crease line to give myself more of an eyelid. Next I'm gonna go in with a fluffy crease brush. I go in with this medium brown color right beside citrine. This one's called Tiger's Eye. Put that in there, and I just go from this side and I go over inwards above my natural crease because, like I said, I don't really have much of an eyelid, so no problem. So go with that, go on the other side. Next, I use the exact same brush and I go in with the color above it, this light brown, which is called Topaz. Go over the exact same spot just to give it a bit more depth. So next I'm going to go in with this pointed crease brush and I'm going to go in with the color Bronzite, which is this deep brown. So just tap it in there. And I point down this way, and I'm probably doing this wrong and making beauty gurus cringe again, but it is what it is. Okay, and then I kind of go in a circular motion just to get it on this side, and then I pull the point through along my crease. Okay, and I do the same on this side. Okay, so next I'm going to go back in with my medium shadow brush. I'm going to go in with this warm white, really pale beige color called Jasper. I just tap that in there and I'm going to go along and pat it along my brow bone. And then do it on this side. Then I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush again and I'm just going to soften. Just gonna go over and soften that transition there so it's not so aggressive. And next I'm gonna take this smudge brush here and I'm gonna go in with this dark brown color again, Bronzite, and I'm gonna go along my lower lash line. I only go halfway in and then I take the excess and I pull it upwards. And the same thing here. Okay, and then for this part right here, not so much the inner corner, just guiding the way to the inner corner, I'm going to take this color here again, Tiger's Eye, and I'm just going to pull it right here so it kind of blends and segues into a softer color near the middle. Then I'm going to use the exact same smudge brush I just used. I'm going to take this color here, it's this light shimmer called Quartz. I'm going to put this right in my inner corner. I'm going to take it again and I'm going to put it right on the tip like this and I'm going to go along the arch of my brow to use as a highlight. And that's the eyeshadow routine. Next step's mascara, and I use the Benefit The next step is mascara, and I'm going to use my Benefit Bad Gal Bang. Oh, that'd be good if I showed the label. Bad Gal Bang. This mascara retails at $33. I'm going to use a more compact mirror to do this because if I use the camera, I'm probably going to poke myself in the eye. Good. Now, of course, I want to look a little bit more sun-kissed than I am when I'm in Florida, so I'm going to go in with my bronzer. So I use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the old packaging. I have one in the new packaging. I just don't know where I put it. This one retails for $42. This one is in the color medium deep. So I'm just going to use an angled bronzing brush. I like to go in circles, that way it doesn't have that super stark line and make you look muddy. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, that's not blended. Why didn't you tell me? Okay. Then I take a little bit more. I just pat it really, really light, and I go in the temples. Here. Here's a little bit more. And then I take the excess that's on there and I run it along my hairline just to make it look more connected. A little bit, put it underneath my jawline so it's a little bit more defined. Oh! Because I'm such a pro beauty guru, I'm gonna show you something. It's actually not even a pro tip, it's just because I don't have the proper brush. So I like to contour my nose, however I don't have a contour brush for that. So I actually still use my angled bronzing brush, but oh god, people are gonna cringe. But I pinch it so it goes like really thin. And I just lightly put it there and I go down my nose, side, and that side. That's how I contour my nose. It might not be the best way, but it works. Next on the docket, we're gonna go in with blush. I actually got this one with my Sephora points, so it's just kind of a sample, but I actually really, really like it. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and this is in the color Party. P-A-A-A-R-T-Y. So this is the color. It's like a tan peach. Then I'm just going to take a regular blush brush. I'm just going to put it here. And then I just go over here. This can kind of act as a setting powder, but it's not really. It's highlight time. So I use the Kylie Ultra Glow in Fiji. She doesn't make this anymore, so I can't link it below for you. But if I recall correctly, it was, I believe, $30. I think. When she says Ultra Glow, it's an Ultra Glow. You have to be like so light-handed with it because it is blinding. So that's the product there. But what I do is enough goes in the cap that I just use what's in the cap. For my highlighter, I go in with a fan brush. This one is by NYX. And I just really lightly tap it. You can see I barely took any product off. Like, I feel like this is really bright considering I'm just using a tiny bit from the cap. Again on this side. So I'd rather build it up than look cuckoo. Okay, and then I take the tip of that brush and I just right on the tip of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Now this is the really critical step that people need to not miss because this one will save your butt against sweat in the parks. And it's the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. This one has temperature control technology in it, so it really, really works against that Florida sun and humidity. I spray this a couple times, I go X. Oh. Now for the final step is the lips. I used to just go in with a chapstick, but I've recently discovered this gloss and I swear by it, and you may see a little bit of a trend with an addiction that I might have. This tag is really annoying me. It's the Kylie Cosmetics High Gloss. This one is in the color Oh You Fancy, and it's just a nice shimmer gloss with a slight pigment to it. Nothing too crazy, but it is nice in the sun. So this is the final look, and it's exactly how I do my park makeup each time I go into the park. The colors might change on the eye a little bit depending on the season, but this is typically what I do, and I can promise you that it is sweat-proof. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I liked creating it. Thank you for bearing with me, as I'm not a pro beauty guru, but I hope this helped you in preparation for your park day look. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified each time I make a new video. Have an awesome day.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.